Hi everyone, it is Marie here from Skeins and the heat wave. I know that this is going to be a hot topic of conversation this week. We've already had some pretty hot weather here in the Bay, with some places tipping the mercury over at 30 degrees over the weekend. Currently here in Napier the official temperature is about 29, but we are here in the mill in the concrete and corrugated iron jungle of Onikawa, and we've got a temperature gauge here at the mill and it's currently bouncing around 32, 33 degrees. So it is certainly warm, and I understand that it's pretty warm elsewhere. Mind you, I did hear rumours of lots of fog on the west coast this morning, so yeah, it's crazy weather for us everywhere. But what often this weather means, particularly when it's this hot, is funnily enough, hot weather is a bit like cold weather. You don't really feel like doing particularly much, don't feel like getting out and about because it's just that darned hot. So what you like to do is find a nice quiet cool spot and stitch away and have some fun. So I thought I would come and see you about what we're just working on at the moment. I've just sent a newsletter out letting you know, basically following up on what I'm talking about now, and hopefully some of you are starting to get your little people back to school this week. I know one of my children headed off to his new school this morning, which was absolutely, he was terrified yesterday, but he was actually quite excited today. I'm really excited, and the big one is heading off at the end of the week. So I don't know about anyone else, but I just cannot wait for normality of routines to be restored back in our little part of the world here. So hopefully we can start doing a little bit more work and get some more knitting done. Now, in saying that, I have been getting a bit of knitting done, but first I'm going to let you know about some exciting things that we've been doing on the page. Claire and I have just been doing a little bit of spring cleaning on the page, and the wonderful Claire has been talking to our content management company that look after the nuts and bolts of the website, and they've got a new feature that we've now put onto the website. So if you go onto a product page, you may notice it, and what it is when you actually go onto a category page, you can actually order and add an item to your cart from that page, whereas before you had to click on it, go into the individual product and then pop it into your cart from there. We're hoping that this will make it so much easier for you. So if you know, for example, vintage, which we've got on special at the moment, that you can jump on to the vintage page and then you can see straight away what's available. You can click to your heart's content the volumes and the numbers that you need from that product page, and if it's out of stock the button won't appear, so then that way there'll be no situations where you're ordering we haven't got the product or what have you. So yeah, we're really hoping that this will just make it a little bit easier for you, help with your shopping and your planning, and just more than anything be quicker to get in and get out and get some shopping done. And as I mentioned, vintage is currently on sale at the moment. We hardly ever put vintage on sale. It's sort of just one of those, it's a bit like Perindale, it's one of those yarns that's such a staple, awesome value every day, but we thought just we'd do something a bit special for January, and that is on sale until the end of this month, which is Thursday, people. I know, where has the first month of this year disappeared to? So do make sure that even if you don't feel like doing any stitching, you do go in and stock yourself up on some vintage, because it definitely won't be going into our pre-season sale, which, as many of you know, will be coming up before you know it. So that is, you'll need to stock up onto that vintage now. Don't panic, I'll pop the link into the video, and also it's in that newsletter that I have just sent out. The other thing that we have snuck up on, and it's on the vintage is on the vintage page, by the way, but on the sale page, if you jump onto the sale page, you will notice at the beginning of the sale page, we've got a lot of the Ashford 12 plies there. We're not going to continue to carry the Ashford 12 ply anymore. Not that we don't love it, we do. Hey, we manufacture it here. We think it's an amazing yarn. But we're doing that because we got the Ashford 12 ply in as a stopgap to have a 12 ply yarn until our own Southlander came through. So we've now got our Southlander bulky, and if you're a lover of our Southlander, you will love what I've got happening next month for Southlander. And that so we're just clearing what we've got left of that Ashfords. So if you're wanting to get a great deal and you love Ashford 12 ply, it's over there at the moment, $8.95 for a 100-gram ball, which is brilliant value. So we're just clearing the stocks that we've got, and that is on the sale page. The other thing I wanted to show you, and it's what everybody knows, is I've had these, look, I feel awful, we've actually had these in the shop for several weeks now. They came in before Christmas and we just didn't get a chance to get them uploaded, and I've uploaded them now because the colours I think are just perfect for this time of year. And this is a new collection from Opal, and they've now actually put out another collection again, but this is new for us, and this is part of, it's called their Rainforest collection. We've taken 5 colours from the range which we think work really, really well for us, and so we've got these 3 very tropical shades here, and they're a mixture of either subtle stripes, that one's a print, so that you get that lovely Ferrari style print, so is that one. Yeah, I think all 3 of these are actually prints. Let's have a look. Yes, so these 3 are all really funky prints, and this one here, these 2 here, that one's a print, and this one is a really lovely sort of stripe, so these are a little bit more subtle, but they're really great colours. And you know, this is the thing with Opal, I love it because it is just so consistently good all the time. The quality's there, it's a great yarn, it just does, you know, it performs beautifully whether you're wanting to do socks. And I have to say, if you're looking for something to knit this time of year in the heat, doing school runs, pickups, you can have a pair of vanilla socks in your purse or in your shopping bag in the car, and you can just sit there and pick it up and work on it, and it's just so easy. And having yarn like this that do these beautiful colours and prints, it just makes simple stocking stitch something really, really, really special. So those have been loaded up, and they're actually the first 5 yarns on the Opal page. So if you're wanting some, you know, just something to brighten things up a bit, I think these are great. These are also really nice too if you're still doing timely cardigans. I know there's loads of people this time of year, and lots of people are still knitting timelies. They're beautiful 4-ply cardigan, nice lightweight to knit. These again are ideal for timelies because they give you that lovely different burst of colour with the stripes. So as I said, those are available now and up on the website under Opal Sock, so do check those out. In terms of what I'm knitting, I mentioned timely before, but we've got our own knit along. Sorry, I've got a cold, so I feel sound a bit sloughed up. I'm still working on my Pop Crop Cardigan, and I am pleased to say I have now gotten past the division now for, you know, divided now for the sleeves, and I'm actually at that really lovely part of the body which people either love or hate. That's just the boring stocking stitch run until I hit the double ribbing. To be honest with you, at this time of year when it is stinking hot, it's perfect, because when my brain is hot and fried, I don't have to think about it. I can just monotonously go backwards and forwards, and it suits me just fine. I'm really loving this yarn. I am so loving this. This is Southland Sport. And actually, I don't know. Oh yeah, you can see it. See how there's that slight little line there? Can you see that? What that is the top half of this has been pressed and steamed, and the bottom half hasn't. So that you can actually see it does make quite a difference in terms of how the stitches lie. It just relaxes them and has them looking fantastically gorgeous. The fabric is brilliant. It just looks so good. And I'm going to, if you're wondering what my pop for my crop is going to be, I'm actually mixing it with that beautiful, what have we, I can't even remember what, goldenrod is what we call that colour, so charcoal and goldenrod, which for many of you know I do have a thing for autumnal colours, and especially yellow. I just can't help myself. And yeah, I'm really thrilled with how that is knitting along. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, oh, it's the end of January, you know, it's too late. It's not too late. And I completely forgot that I did this before the end of the year, but I deliberately made the knit along definitely an entire summer event. And I now remember why I did this, and it's because so many of us are incredibly busy. And this happened last year because so many people were busy heading into December, and then with all things going on in January, that they were really struggling to get those projects finished by the end of January. So if you jump into the Skein Speakeasy, you'll see at the pinned post, I actually popped in there, we will do this until the end of February. And this just gives us all a chance to go and get those done. So there is loads of people that have actually already finished both their cardigans and or shawls, loads of shawls, some beautiful Sunday market shawls, absolutely gorgeous Sunday shawls. And if you haven't seen that, where have I put it? 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 Oh, it'll come to me in a minute. It'll come to me on Memento. Oh, there it is. I had it just there. So this is the Sunday shawl, which is going to be our, there we go, is it going to focus? Focus there, please, Mr. Camera. There we go. This is going to be our Sunday shawl. So I do that, it won't focus. There you go. And there are some beautiful projects already that have been posted up in there. Now, you can start either your shawl or another Pop Crop Cardigan, or if you haven't done either and you want to start it, you've got oodles of time. This is going through till the 28th of February. And the beautiful thing about that is that any post that you pop up in the Speakeasy doing the knit along automatically puts you in the draw for one of 5 $100 Skeins vouchers. And those vouchers can be used either online or in store, and they can be used for a certain pre-season event that happens in March, that many of you know happens in March. And I suggest you get your needles and your hooks out and get in and get posting, because wouldn't one of those be a very nice thing to have when a certain event happens in March? Just saying. So do definitely do that. And I think I showed you the other day, I'm going to pull another one out here because I have them in, these I do have handy. Amber, the wonderful Amber O'Brien, who's designed the Pop Crop Cardigan, is also a jewellery designer, and look at those. Isn't that beautiful? She has sent me 5 of these, 5 stunning pins designed by her, which are runner-up prizes. So 10 prizes to hand out at the end of February, and they're great prizes at that. So all you have to do is post. The minute you post in the Speakeasy, you're in the draw. So it's as easy peasy as that. So do make sure you get on and do that, because we'd love to have you win. That would be really cool. What else do I have to let you know? Oh, coming up, I've been doing there's a lot going on actually this year. I've been doing the calendar for the year, and in terms of events, so we've got the knit along and the crochet along, which will run all the way through February. I am going to be doing something with Southlander next month. So if you're needing some Southlander, put the brakes on, don't buy it this week, because I'm going to be, in fact I may even announce it on Thursday if I can put all my ducks in a row in time, but definitely I'm going to be talking about it next week. So hold off on your Southlander purchases, because there's going to be something special for that next month. So that's really exciting. And then at the end of the month we're going to have that Speakeasy draw. And in fact, I may even do that draw on the road, because on the 28th, which is that last day, I will be flying down to Dunedin, hooking up with the wonderful Deb from Outlaw Yarn, and her and I will be flitting off, well, not flitting, we don't really flit, Deb and I, but we definitely, travel well together down to Dunedin to the Unwind retreat down there. And I will be taking, if you're going to the retreats, biggest, best ever, I will be taking Outlaw Yarn. She's having a massive clear out sale of a load of discontinued colours, which I will be having down there to entice you all, of Bohemia and a few other bits and pieces. So I'm not going to tell you any more than that. So that's going to be there, and I will have Sock Petition Edition with me as well. So that will be really, really exciting. And then we've also, what else have we got? There's some stuff happening in April. I'm going to be at Woolfest in May in Auckland, and I'd love to see you there. That's out at the QMU Showgrounds this year, so do make sure you check out that. Yeah, so there's going to be oodles of stuff going on. I've been putting labels out for some new yarns. We're doing some pearl extensions to the pearl range, and I'm really excited about that. And I've been going through and actually picking some new colours for pearls. So we've got a new batch of regular pearl going down, we've got some new colours plus a new variant of DK pearl plus a finer weight pearl as well, so that will be just amazing. I've got another new yarn, an alpaca yarn coming, so there's lots and lots and lots of stuff happening. So it's going to be really, really cool. So in the meantime, stay cool if you can. Get some nice knitting in, and yeah, hopefully, again, if you need Southlander, yeah, hold off, buy it next week. I'll wait until you hear from me, and I will tell you what you need to do for some Southlander for next month. But take care, and hopefully I'll see you very soon. Bye.